The master of aerodynamics has done it again. But this time, he might have gone too far. Is the new Aston Martin a genius move, or a disaster waiting to happen? Today, Wednesday, February 4, 2026, the F1 world is in a state of absolute shock. The Barcelona Shakedown is officially over, and while most teams are celebrating their data, one garage is shrouded in mystery: the AMR26. This is the car the world has been waiting for, the first true masterpiece designed by the legend himself, Adrian Newey, since he joined Aston Martin as managing technical partner and team principal. It hit the track in total darkness, a raw, black carbon fiber finish. No sponsors, no colors, just pure, aggressive shapes that have the entire paddock whispering. But behind the hype, there is a serious problem that Newey himself just admitted. In an interview published just hours ago, Newey revealed that Aston Martin is 4 months behind their rivals. 4 months. In the world of Formula One, that is an eternity. While Ferrari and Mercedes were already running 2026 models in their wind tunnels on January 1st of last year, Aston Martin's brand new CoreWeave wind tunnel wasn't ready. They didn't get a model into the air until mid-April. This forced a very, very compressed design cycle that saw the car coming together at the absolute last minute. In fact, they only managed to run on the final 2 days of the Barcelona Shakedown, completing just 65 laps compared to the 500 TOS laps logged by Mercedes. This delay isn't just about a slow start, it's about the fundamental risk of Newey's philosophy. He has openly called the AMR26 direction aggressive, featuring design elements that he says haven't necessarily been done before. But what does that mean in simple English? It means he found a grey zone in the 2026 technical regulations. In 2026, the rules mandate active aero, where wings switch between Z mode for corners and X mode for straights. It's a nightmare for stability. George Russell already complained that the car feels unpredictable during these transitions. But rumors from Italy suggest Newey has found a way to link the suspension movement to the mobile wing profiles. This allows the car to close the gap to the asphalt much more than any other car, recreating the massive ground effect, venturi, suction that the FIA originally tried to ban by mandating flat floors for this era. Newey isn't just fighting the wind, he's fighting the clock. He admitted that 99% of his focus has been on these fundamentals. The bits you can't change during the season, like the fuel tank length and suspension layout. If he got those wrong because of the compressed schedule, Aston Martin is stuck for the entire 2026 season, and with their driver in the loop simulator currently described by Newey as weak and not correlating at all, the team is essentially flying blind. They are relying on Newey's brain-computer interface rather than digital data. It is the ultimate old-school gamble against the AI-driven giants like Mercedes and Red Bull Ford. But here is where the controversy turns into a potential nightmare. The engine. This is the first year of the Aston Martin-Honda Works partnership. On paper, it's the dream team. The engine that made Max Verstappen a champion combined with the man who designed his cars. But the transition to the 2026 power units is proving to be a mountain to climb. The MGUH, the part that recycled heat from the turbo, is gone. It has been replaced by a massive MGUK that must deploy triple the electrical power of last year's cars. The 52-50 split between electric and fuel energy is causing thermal spikes that the team didn't anticipate. While Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari look like they are running on rails in Barcelona, the AMR26 was seen stopping on track twice. One stop, triggered by Lance Stroll, caused a red flag and led to whispers of a complete ERS failure. Honda's Watanabe admitted that not everything is going well, and that they are struggling with the packaging Newey has demanded. Newey's cars are famous for being tightly packaged, to help aerodynamics, but that leaves almost zero room for the massive cooling radiators the 2026 batteries require. Is the car too beautiful to be reliable? Will it survive 50 laps in the 40°C Bahrain heat next week? And then there's Fernando Alonso. The 44-year-old legend is super motivated, according to team sources, but even his legendary patience has a limit. He spent years at McLaren, Honda, waiting for a reliable engine. He doesn't have another 3 years to wait for Newey to figure it out. Alonso says the car is responding well after his 61 laps. But he also admitted that other teams are months ahead in their filming days and testing programs. He knows that in F1, potential doesn't win trophies, track time does. We are heading into the official Bahrain tests in just 7 days. This is the moment of truth. If Newey's Z-mode suspension trick is ruled legal by the FIA technical delegates, we might be looking at the next great F1 dynasty. Newey has a history of starting late and finishing first. He did it with the RB18 in 2022, but if the AMR26 is as fragile as it is fast, or if the FIA issues a technical directive to close Newey's loophole before the first race in Melbourne, Carlos Sainz and Lewis Hamilton might be laughing all the way to the podium. The pressure at the Silverstone campus is reaching a boiling point. Lawrence Stroll has invested billions into this facility, this wind tunnel, and this engine deal. He didn't hire Adrian Newey to be 4 months behind. He hired him to win. But in 2026, the rules are so complex that even a genius can get lost in the math. Is the AMR26 a spectacular wildcard or a beautiful disaster? What do you think? Is Adrian Newey's delay a genius trap to hide his illegal flaw until the very last second? Or has the legend finally met his match in the most complex regulations in history? Is Fernando Alonso about to get his 33rd win? Or is he heading for another GP2 engine nightmare? Drop your theories in the comments. I'm replying to the best takes on the Newey vs FIA battle tonight. Don't forget to subscribe to World Formula Apex as we count down the final hours until Bahrain. The 2026 war is just beginning.